Overbrook Episode 9. Sinking. Content warning. Major character death, car crash, head trauma, and drowning. Needs more gasoline. This is my fault. Writing in all these fucking journals. This is boring. Oh shit. Come on. Damn it. Well, shit. Mom's home. Can't stay here now.
Hello? Vincent?
Wynn?
Hey, Vincent. Ugh!
Do me a favor and shut the fuck up.
What the hell are you doing?
Shh! I said shut up.
Oh god. The hell is that?
My mom.
Your mom?
Shut the fuck up! Fuck, go, run!
Is she Jesus Christ. Is she following us?
No, I think we lost her.
Okay, good. So, could you explain what the fuck that was?
That was my mom.
Yeah, you already said that. Covered our bases on that one. That's not what I'm asking. Vincent, why the fuck does your mom look like that?
That's how she always looks.
Vincent.
I'm serious. I'm not doing a bit. I'm not trying to gaslight you or something, okay? My mom has always looked like that.
Since before you moved here?
No, obviously not. She's changed. My dad too, and Raphael.
They all changed into things like that.
Sort of. Raphael has more of a giant centipede thing going on. She's the only one with a whirlpool mouth and black mist lower body situation.
And your dad?
You don't want to know what my dad looks like.
Okay. Okay.
You want to say okay one more time?
Sorry. I'm just kind of freaking the fuck out.
Why? They're my family.
Because you never told me about this. Is this what happens to every non-generic family?
I don't know. Does your mom look like that?
No! My mom's normal.
Oh, sure, throw that in my face.
I'm not bragging. That's just not, okay? It's not. That's not normal. That's not even a typical generic look. What the fuck is that?
That is still my mom, so watch it.
You really don't know why she looks like that?
If we're going to keep going in circles here, I'm gonna start ignoring you.
What about your journals? You write everything down, right? There has to be something in there, right? Like, maybe something that happened you don't remember.
Oof. About that, I, started burning them.
Is that what I was smelling in the backyard? I thought your dad was grilling.
Nope, just the smell of journals roasting over an open fire. I think someone's been reading them, so I thought, I don't know, time to get rid of them. Not that I've been super successful, I have a lot of journals. Like, it's taking me a while to work through them, and I'm pretty sure I still have a couple more boxes left.
Jesus. How far back do they go?
I don't know. Middle school, I think? I started journaling just a few months after we got here. Thought it would get me out of my own head.
That's a long time. Are you sure you don't want to keep them? Like, maybe just move them somewhere else?
What? Absolutely not. I mean, I guess it's pointless to burn all of them, but I don't know why someone's been reading my journals. It just doesn't feel like it's for a good reason.
That's fair, but why would anyone break into your house just to read some old journals? It's not like you're holding government secrets in there.
True. I'm hoping it's just a false alarm, and if it's not, well, I'm not sentimental, so no real loss there.
How do you know someone was reading them? Maybe it's Raphael?
Ha! Raphael can't go 2 sentences without falling asleep. He's functionally illiterate. No, I found out from, another source.
Well, do you need to go back and burn the rest of them?
Eventually, but not while my mom's there.
Vincent, are you avoiding your parents for some reason?
Is it really that obvious?
Yes.
That was rhetorical.
Well, are you really going to avoid telling me after we just ran from a snarling eldritch beast? Ow! I'm just saying.
And I'm just punching.
I really don't get it. My mom hasn't turned into anything like that, and I haven't noticed anyone else's parents turning into a monster either. Why is it just your family?
The same reason why everything else in this town is the way it is. Because it just is. There's no reason to look so deep into it. Believe me, I've tried. But there isn't an answer or any real rhyme or reason to it. It just started happening one day. They started to change, their skin started falling off, and they didn't notice. They just kept doing the same old thing they always did, like it was all normal. The way it should be. One day, Mom had her lower jaw. The next day, it was hanging on by a flap of skin.
Gross.
Yeah. Then after that, body parts got replaced with other things. Like an exoskeleton or a dark mist. My dad looks like he's covered in scales, but when you take a closer look, you realize it's all just fingernails.
Jesus Christ.
And again, they just didn't notice. Then one day the changes stopped, or maybe the transformation was complete, I guess. I don't know, it's hard to say.
Why didn't you tell me?
Honestly, I don't know. I thought if I pretended things were normal long enough, then it would stop or the changes would reverse. I mean, really, they didn't really act any different. Raphael was still annoying, even with legs growing out of his spine. Dad was still a workaholic after his head shifted to the center of his chest, and Mom was still Mom, just without a lower jaw. Then time passed, and I realized that I got so used to pretending it was normal that it was no longer pretend. So it wasn't really an issue to bring up.
Vincent, your entire family changed into monsters. How can that ever just be normal?
Look at this town, Wynn. None of what we deal with is normal. The only thing that changed is that the weirdness just kind of invaded my home. This is why I didn't want to tell you, because I knew you wouldn't let it go.
It's not that I can't let it go, it's... You hid this for so long. It's kind of hard to understand why.
Well, it's not like you could have done anything about it.
I could have listened. You didn't have to deal with it by yourself.
I'm fine.
You're clearly not fine. It would almost be funny if it wasn't fucked up.
We live in a fucked up town.
True. So what now? If you're not going home for a while, what are you going to do?
Dunno. Kind of hungry, though.
Want to go to La Vida Mocha?
Sure. So how's work? Seen a double shadow lately?
Can we please let that go?
I'll let it go when you admit I was right.
Fine. You were right.
Fuck yeah, I was. But other than that, have you heard back from the museum?
It's been like 2 months and counting. I think I can assume I'm not getting that job.
You're giving up?
Who said that? No, I'm going to keep sending an application every week for the rest of my life until I get a job there.
They're gonna auto-reject you.
And then I'll show up with a physical copy of my resume.
What boomer Eric gave you that advice? No one does that anymore.
Trends are known for coming back.
That's not a trend. That's a one-way ticket to a lifetime ban from the museum. Arguably the most boring thing to get banned from.
Maybe to you. To me, it's a dream.
Well, good luck on making your dream come true.
It's way too hot to be drinking coffee.
Mind your business. It's never too hot to be drinking coffee.
At least get it iced.
No, this kind doesn't come iced.
What do you mean, this kind?
Have I not told you about this before?
Told me what?
Infinite coffee is bottomless.
Oh, is that all? Didn't know that they gave refills.
No, I mean, it's literally bottomless. As in, the coffee just keeps flowing and never stops.
You're kidding.
Why do you think it's called infinite coffee? This 16-ounce reusable cup has powered me through many exams and papers. What? Why are you looking at me like that?
I honestly don't know what's more surprising. The fact that you literally have a bottomless cup of coffee, or the fact that you've had something as weird as this for a while, and you just keep ordering it even though it's infinite.
Why is that so hard to believe?
For many reasons, but mostly because you're the poster child of distrusting anything slightly to the left of normal. And that is not normal.
You are really on a whole desperately clinging to normalcy kick today, aren't you?
Says the person with hundreds of journals documenting on how not normal this town is.
Touché. But I do a better job of pretending to mind my own business.
You're literally holding one of the biggest mindfucks I've seen today.
Correction. I'm consuming one of the biggest mindfucks you've seen today. And it's caffeinated.
Can I try?
Sure. But you should know it's not sweet at all.
Ugh. Black coffee?
And no amount of creamer or sugar makes it any sweeter, because the coffee is literally infinite.
Well, that... Fuck. Oh god, that tastes awful. What happens if you try to pour some in another cup and then add creamer and sugar to that cup?
I don't know. I've never tried. It's against the warning.
What warning?
On the chalkboard behind the barista, underneath infinite coffee, it says, must not pour into a secondary container and must be disposed of after 24 hours.
What happens after 24 hours?
Probably just gets really nasty like most coffee does.
Is that it?
I wouldn't know. Never tested it.
Seriously? You just ignore how sketchy that sounds?
Never ignore the fine print, Wynn. You could end up with a real monkey's paw situation or something worse.
You know what I mean. Like, since when does coffee come with a set of instructions? And no, instructions on how to make coffee do not count.
I think you're being a little nitpicky.
And I think you're a little too laid back on this. It just doesn't make any sense.
Would it make you feel better if I told you that I did do my due diligence and studied it for a few weeks before ordering it?
No, that does make me feel a little better.
Good.
So how is it bottomless?
I don't know. Ask barista Jen.
It's barista, but okay.
Fuck you, but okay.
I thought you said you studied it.
I also studied physics this year, but don't ask me jack shit about terminal velocity.
Fine, okay. Is there at least a special way to dispose of it? I mean, if it has infinite coffee inside, it's not like you can pour it down a drain and throw away the cup.
I just tossed the whole thing in a trash can.
What? That doesn't count as putting it in a secondary container?
No, because it counts as disposal.
The more you talk about this, the less I feel reassured.
You could just stop asking questions.
What exactly do you know about it?
It's bitter, it's caffeinated, it's bottomless.
Oh, okay, so essentially nothing important?
Not true. I know that it's safe to drink. I watched every generic for days after they had it, and nothing bad ever happened to them because of it.
That's a surprise. Gen generics are normally always getting killed.
Oh, they absolutely were, but it wasn't because of the coffee, I can tell you that much.
It's the only thing you can tell me.
Statement still stands. What? You're looking at me weird.
Are you God?
Did they lace this coffee with something else?
Vincent.
Because I could have swore I heard you ask me a deranged question.
It's just a question.
Well, where the hell did it come from?
You remember that guy? The one who was like, I'm your best friend.
Unfortunately, all the alcohol in the world wouldn't help me forget about him. It was a bit much.
He said something about being made for you. Like, he exists for you.
That checks out.
Does?
There are so many things in this town that feel like they only exist to piss me off specifically. If anything, God has a vendetta against me. The way things are going, you'd think I pants the guy in a past life.
No, he definitely said he was here to make things easier for you. And that sometimes I don't.
That also checks out. You can be very annoying.
Vincent, I'm serious.
What else did he tell you?
Honestly, not much else. Just that we had roles or something. You, me, even Locke.
If Locke has any role, it's to be a massive pain in the ass.
That's not the way he described it. To that guy, he talked like we were all playing a game.
He's just whatever he is. Not an Eric, that's for sure, but not a real person either.
Yeah, but he definitely knew more about this town. More than us, at least. I can feel it. But he wouldn't answer any of my questions. Just forced me to go on a long walk with him.
And?
Well, anyway, I just wanted to ask, because between that guy coming into existence just for you, and having this bottomless cup of coffee that seems to work out in spite of all common sense and Overbrook logic, I feel like you have some weird power.
And your conclusion was that I might be God.
Okay, maybe that was a bit of a leap.
A bit of a leap?
Okay, I feel like you're getting irrationally angry over a simple question.
No, please, by all means. Let's assess whether or not I have some unholy pull over this town.
You don't have to be sarcastic.
If I'm God, or just a god, then Barista Jen over there will offer me a lifetime supply of infinite coffee.
Okay, so you're just going to keep doing this bit.
If I'm God, let me assert my will over the town of Overbrook by pulling into existence a medical school that will give me immediate admission without needing to take the MCAT. And what the hell, let's make it free, exclusively for me.
How long is this going to take?
Actually, scratch all that. If I'm God, then how about we make the entire sky made out of cotton candy and paint the town purple? You know, just for shits and giggles.
You done yet?
Oh, I'm just getting started, because according to you, I'm God, so I can do whatever I want.
It's just a question.
A question is, what classes are you planning on next semester? Have any big plans this week? Accusing me, an atheist who is currently living in Helltown, USA, of godhood? That is not just a question. And not only that, but if I'm supposed to be God of my own torture chamber, what the hell does that make you? Some unwilling bystander that I'm dragging through my own personal hell?
Look, okay, maybe that wasn't the right way to phrase that question. It just feels like there's something hanging over our heads that we're missing. And maybe the thing with that cryptic guy or your family is part of that.
You think I want my family to look like that? Do you think I want to be surrounded by faceless weirdos who speak in weird Simlish?
Vincent, could you please just wait a minute?
No, fuck you. I don't know what that asshole told you, but you, not him, you're supposed to be my best friend. And yet, the moment some rando shows up, you want to take his word over mine.
I'm not taking anyone's word over yours. I just want to know something for once. Christ! Why do you always get so fucking bent out of shape when I'm just trying to talk to you? Yeah, I'm supposed to be your best friend. But I went 10 years not knowing your family looks like that! We can sit for hours and play Would You Rather, but God forbid I make a slight inquiry about your actual life. Fuck. Make it impossible to be your best friend.
I'm going home.
Wait, hold on, Fuck. Yeah. Guess I do make things harder. Might as well take the coffee too, since she's not coming back for it. I'm home. Dinner's in the fridge. Hope you enjoy it. Love, Mom. Guess she's working late again. Ugh, this is not good. Must not pour into a secondary container. Yeah, well, what's the worst that can happen at this point? Oh, shit! How is this still hot?
Oh, shit!
This episode was written by me, Rhys Tirado. Voice of Vincent was me again, Rhys Tirado. Voice of Wynn was Chris Quimby. Voice of Eldritch Horror Mom was Clyde Mantos. If you'd like to support the show, please join our Patreon, which will be linked in the show notes.